Hi. So, I believe that there needs to be measures put into place that make sure that the hold accountable the de facto persons um, of the governmental emanation of the people through that of then the government. I believe that it needs to be a law that if something gets passed and they had the helping hand into making it, they should be penalized, and if they use that that bill that they helped create to benefit themselves. Because they're not supposed to be thinking about their sovereignty. They're supposed to be thinking about the sovereign peoples from the country of the United States of America, sovereignty. And for like a real world example, Walmart, a manager that puts something on like a special and changes the de facto debt currency factors or calculations or value, acquired value or whatnot. So when that manager puts that thing and that thing happens, that scenario happens, that manager can't go and use that for their benefit. They're not eligible to take part in being a eligible consumer for that item special. So it really comes down to a question of, now that we don't have to have somebody represent us, then that means that we can represent ourselves. We just have to develop the technology. And it's not like the idea hasn't already been put out there. Not like the idea hasn't already been put out there about it. So, in the video, they said that it had the adverse effect, the opposite effect. Well, it never really got put into play, for one. It was just a hypotenuse, a theory that never got tested by any of the scientists. And I mean, like, the people, because you are supposed to be your own scientist. And yeah, you can go to a scientist that's best able to teach you that thing, yet you're supposed to go beyond that teaching. You're not supposed to be stagnant and get let your body get rigor when the body has the lifeline severed from itself for some time and it hasn't been receiving energy for some time, life energy. So it um that like even if we still have it to where they others represent us, we should still be more informed, and by law have it to where there's more accountability. That's how you can do another currency of having it to where the sovereign people of of the country of the United States of America, their own currency, to where it's like a loan in a sense. Like if you like for like the de facto person, how they get income, they would get that income from the the sovereign people of the country of the United States of America's income, and at the very end, when they retire, when they're no more in politics at all, then they get the de facto equivalency of that. And if they don't do a good job, and they profit off of themselves, and they do unjust or enrichment, then so yeah, it something needs to change. Something it it has gone a long time for lots of people to say that it's the de facto person's fault for not doing the thing right. I mean, there are points where yeah. I mean, just from the blatant fact that there's been laws, that bills that's been drafted, that no one knew what it said, or the only way to really know what it said was to pass that bill into a law. Okay, so how to break that down into understanding the secret messages in between things is when Nancy Pelosi said that we have to pass the bill in order to know what it says, is they were talking as from the people, that the people won't know what it is until we pass it, and then they'll know. Because they were utilizing their own sovereignty, dictatorship of the misuse of the sovereign peoples of the country of the United States, America's powers that they've been delegated to, making it to where the ship, the governmental ship, isn't being steered, and it's being steered towards an iceberg, or it's going awry. It's not. It's like a cruise ship, where that cruise ship, you can be advertised and to go to that cruise ship because of this itinerary. And yet that cruise ship can then decide to do something completely opposite. I mean, like, they can literally decide to do something completely opposite. You opt into that when you pay for the ticket. It's like it's a sub-law thing to it. And a sub-bylaw, a bylaw. It's just funny how much the corporations would go out of their way to just not care about people and can't really care about making everyone a person and enslaving mankind by legalese and all that. So it's like, yet, anywho, have a great one and namaste.